So, this is about how to stop intrusive thoughts. This is part one of Master Your Mind. So, intrusive thoughts are thoughts that, you know, keep repeating in our head and we don't want them. So, now that we know this is what intrusive thoughts are, next we should understand what brings it into existence. Why do they exist in our heads? So, intrusive thoughts exist because of some emotion that is not processed, and mostly it's something that we don't want. So it's like some fear, like if you have fear of lizards and you don't want to see a lizard, you might keep having intrusive thoughts about what if I see the lizard here, what if I see the lizard there. So it inherently comes from fear. Now what is fear? Fear is contraction. It's when your body tries to defend itself, and hence when and now the fear, it can be in many shades. It can be in shades of disgust, hate, envy. These are all emotions. If you feel in your body, they will feel like contraction. They don't feel like you are expanding your energy. It's mostly like you are, if you are jealous, or jealousy also, or envy, if you are envious of someone, you don't want them to do good. You are maybe like you want them to prevent, you want to prevent them from achieving something or whatever. So that's what envy is. So it's mostly a contraction energy. You are not trying to put something in your environment that helps your energy expand and someone else's energy expand. And so fear comes in all shade. uh, Extreme fears, it can be disgust, hate, all of these are fears and all of these are contraction. And it is here that your body is trying to defend itself, because any contraction in the energy body registers it as threat. So envy might not be a threat directly to you. You are just not trying, you just don't want someone else to maybe succeed. But that is still a contraction. And for your body, that is still not good. That is still a threat. And so what happens that the body registers this and it sends message to your mind. And mind keeps reminding you of all possible ways you can be harmed. So, if someone is envious, lot of things related to someone else succeeding or how I can stop them, or if you are envious of a certain person, just going on thinking about that person, these kind of things might happen to you. So there would be different shades of it, but these are all intrusive thoughts. It can be, like any shade, like it can be extremely suicidal. Intrusive thoughts can be suicidal as well, but they again stem from some emotion that is not processed. That is a contraction in your system. So, in order to stop intrusive thoughts, first you need to feel that emotion and stop running from it. So, you don't have to convince yourself that this thing is not going to happen or you're not scared of this thing or whatever it is. Just once you know intrusive thoughts, suppose you're having suicidal thoughts and maybe you feel that you have fear of something and you think you cannot deal with it, and then the suicidal thoughts are coming. So, the thing is that you feel that emotion that is giving rise to the intrusive thoughts. Now, how will you feel that emotion? Mostly when the intrusive thoughts arises, of course, when thoughts come to you and you don't want them to come, there they are accompanied by emotions. So whatever you are feeling at the time when thoughts are coming in your head, the idea is to feel that emotion and stop running from it. It might take some time for it to get processed. So it might get processed in layers. So once you start, uh, once that emotion comes, maybe firstly, like you just want to avoid it. So just like a panic comes up. So if it is panic, then the another thing would be maybe after panic, you are a bit calm. You feel that emotion and you're not trying to suppress it. Then comes anxiety, suppose. Uh, from that anxiety, you again feel it. It might lead you to somewhere, mm, maybe victimhood, or not exactly victimhood, like uh, hate or sadness. And at the end of it, you will be left with nothing and some insight. So that insight would be, once you fully feel it, the emotion won't have control over you. And once it does not have control over you, even if, since you are used to thinking the thoughts, it might happen that even though you don't have the emotion anymore, you still bring that thought into your awareness. But the idea is just leave it there and not engage with it. So once you process these things in this way, uh, like, don't engage. Now, what do we mean by engagement? Like, don't think like, oh, I processed the emotion, so now the thought should not be coming. No, it will. It might still come, and it might still keep coming. But just have the thing that if you are not bothered by it, if you are not engaging with it, it will not repeat, and it will not repeat, and it will not create another emotion. But one, if you engage with it, like if you are still fearful, or if you still react to it in some way, it will again create some emotion. If you react, again some emotion, and then it would be again the same cycle. So to break the cycle, you have to feel that emotion. And once you feel that emotion, if a similar thought comes in your head again, which most probably it will, since you have been thinking it for such a long time, then the idea is to not try to remove it or try to think why it has come, and not to react to it uh, in any way. Just observe it neutrally, and uh, observe and let go. So this is how you stop intrusive thoughts. And yeah, in part two, let's talk about how you will observe your mind. That's it. I hope it was helpful.